refresh it now.
Yeah.
Hello, this is TBC Kii Live Broadcast number 5. I've been told to say what country. Broadcasting out of New Zealand, Auckland. And my topic today, one of two, maybe three topics, is confidence. I have down in the comment box. You're all welcome to put all your comments on about this broadcast, and they're negative or positive. I'll take them all, and it'll help me learn, grow on future broadcasts. Before I did my first broadcast, I did get a tip from one of the world's top 10 leaders, which is Randy Wilson. He said, just be yourself. Doesn't matter what country you come from. Just be yourself. First 5, 6, 7, 8 broadcasts you do, you will be all over the place until you have the confidence to grow even more. He's given me some examples of others he has coached for broadcasting, and some of them they forget what they're going to say when they go live. So yeah, I've already struck all of that, and like I have got down here, it's a live broadcast and confidence building. It's confidence for myself to help me learn and to help me grow within TBC, and it may also help other people where they are, where they're coming from, where I'm coming from, and learn to grow from wherever you want to start. I've been in TBC for a fraction over a year now, and I joined in the old before the new migration. Just a wee bit of brief history about this, about the TBC, is it started in March 21st, 2016. Admin admits there was a lot of loopholes in their blockchain and wallet, and it wasn't running right. And so they had a lot of hiccups. It's only new. And I sort of learned all of that because, by the way, I was doing transactions. Some of them were taking up to a week to go through. And it was all down to the blockchain and wallet, the service they were operating with. And so they weren't hiding anything there. I accepted that. And then we've just completed our new migration over to the new blockchain, and with the new wallets, you can do transactions with only takes a couple of minutes, and that's really good. Everything is so clear. We don't have what you may call the scammers in there. Whereas the old blockchain, there were scammers scamming left, right, and center. And you can only be in TBC to scam, because this is a private coin, so any outsider can't get it and just scam your wallet and put it into another wallet. It doesn't work that way. So really, TBC, to make cash, is peer-to-peer or person-person. So, and now that we've just migrated at the end of July, all migration should have been completed now, but I've just recently heard everybody hasn't migrated over. They've either thought that their time was up, like the end of July, and they've forgotten all about it. But there is there is a section in the back office where you can migrate through there, so you're not lost and you're not left behind. TBC want to see all the orphans still come through and do what they intended to do. Okay, that's just a brief history of this. The next one, the next. I'm sorry, I'm reading off my phone because I'm still yet to learn how to pull all the sections up on the screen so you can read it along with me. But today will be the last day that I'll be reading from either a book or my phone. So just excuse me for a second, and then I'll pull up a part of the blog which I think is important to everyone. And this part of the blog has been broken down into 4 parts or 4 segments by our team leader Bex. And the first part starts off as the quiet Kringlers. Okay, fast forward yourself 1 to 2 years from now, when we have succeeded in bringing 1 billion paid members that are supported with at least 1 million broadcasters in, and we are winning the info war against the elite. And on our way to end poverty globally in 2020, having tens of millions of merchants accepting Kringles for payment. For payment in exchange for just about any product or service that exists, and in fact have a fully developed TBC Kringle economy. Before I carry on, I know of 2 people. I know one in New Zealand has purchased the car, and he's part of our group. And I know a person in South Africa who has also purchased the car, all with TBC. Now, for TBC to enable you to purchase anything, you, the buyer, and the seller both have to be in TBC. That's where the peer-to-peer or person-to-person comes in. Yeah, and I'll just carry on a little bit more. And in the fact that have a fully developed TBC Kringle economy, the value of each of us will see our respective TBC Kringle wallets will be fully unlocked and totally liquid to use as money. And that global economy, that is our destination. We will succeed in changing the world to one where humanity embraces the idea of abundance for all. Once we conquer poverty, humanity will have the confidence to overcome any problem or challenge it may ever face ongoing. The universal state or misery we are witnessing today will be washed away for all humanity. So, what the main aim of TBC is to move forward, help those in poverty. And there's a lot of countries. There's a lot of countries around the world, even our own. There's a bit of poverty here. So this is the idea: is to help those countries that are in poverty, and there's a lot of them. Today we as a species have so much more potential than what we have today, and it is a potential worth fighting for to achieve. Okay, the quiet Kringlers Part 2. Have you noticed the ratio between those that are broadcasters to the basic members is 1,000 to 1? They will be rewarded as such as you can see from the image above, which I can't put up. Sorry about that until I go into Google Hangouts. You can see from the image above clearly our plan is to create 1 million billionaires while setting up 1 billion millionaires as we move all the coins sitting in the admin wallet out. Sorry about this. Here we go. Admin wallet will out to all the members' wallets during the distribution phase of rollout a full-blown TBC Kringle economy, where all our coins become totally liquid and easily spendable without any further need to be good negotiators and all to spend them. Please always remember that this is a rollout process and not a single event. Our future economy will be comprised of 3 socioeconomic classes, which is the TBCians, the billionaires holding at least one whole TBC coin, the Kringlers, the millionaires holding at least $1 million of Kringle coins, the former poor of humanity employed and paid in 100% Kringle by the TBCians, and Kringlers paying them all more than a living wage any government may offer its people. Okay, part 3. Part 3 which is abundance for all, means that there is more than enough to generously pay all of the working class to have the means to live a dignified life, where every need is met with the ability to pay for it for their working income, and that there are more jobs in the world than people to fill them all. No man, woman, or child should endure homelessness or hunger in a modern technological world such as ours, where we have the means to mass produce more than enough of everything needed and efficiently distribute it to every corner of the earth. It is time for humanity to leap forward in a responsible fashion and have truth be our guidance. Just one moment. Okay. Ultimately, our paid members will be Kringlers, and very little is expected out of them as we set them up to be millionaires in a mature version of our TBC Kringle economy. Now, the Kringlers are the ones who have $1 million minimum in Kringle coins. They don't have to get up and do things like broadcast, like I'm doing now. The ones who have a bit more than $1 million, well, say a whole TBC, are the ones that's going to get up and do the work. And the work is spreading the word, broadcasting around the world. This is live around the world. And just spreading the word how you see it. The most important thing we should expect from the Kringlers is that they quickly learn how to just be quiet. It's one thing to be a fool, and quite another to prove it by opening the mouth. We have a number of pools among us as I watch the chats inside the live broadcast and scan the posts and comments within. Within various TBC Facebook groups daily, the pools refuse to do their own broadcast and also excuse themselves from participating in a recruiting effort. But they're quick to express negativity about a bit out in the open for the public to see. They seem to think their personal difficulties can constitute an emergency for our leaders to handle. They are snapping at the very hands reaching out to lift them up of their dire circumstances. Now, well, admin is saying the ones who are negative and just sitting, what he's asking them to do is just sit back, be quiet, and let the ones who's going to do the work build a coin, because the broadcasters are going to build a coin. The quiet kringlers should just sit back, just be quiet, and let everybody else do the work. You don't have to do any work if you just want to be a quiet kringler. The words bring down the moral of our community and stain social media by twisting what we are doing into an ugly presentation. This behavior is very foolish. I want our kringlers to know that our broadcasters and builders are working very hard for their personal benefit as kringlers and those that have chosen to step up to be a Tibetan. Now, I've just defined a kringler, which is one who has the value of $1 million in kringles. Now, Tibetan is one who has one whole TBC or more. That's the difference between a quiet kringler and a Tibetan. Okay. To be the Tibetan billionaires don't deserve this kind of abuse. Stop throwing sand into the machine that is designed to make you wealthy. Just be quiet. If you don't have anything nice to say and positive to say, let us keep working without being distracted by your ugly negativity. So, yeah, once again, they're saying if you don't want to do any work, don't pull the ones who's trying to build a community for all, just to sit back and just take note. Just be quiet. Okay, please share this article and keep it handy in your toolbox. With any, you may find that they're openly being negative within our community, and ask them to find the patience to let the time pass forward without interfering with our positive progress. Now, positive progress, when I started around July last year, there wasn't even 1 million paid members in the group. In the month of August leading into September, the group actually pulled in over 1 million people in that 1 month. Now, since our first million up till today, we have a total of about 3.3 million members, and it is growing. It's at a slow rate, but it is growing. So that is why we're doing a lot of broadcasts, spread it out to the world. We're a private coin. We don't go into them to Facebook, things like that, and we just do our own posts. Private coin is done through YouTube and not Facebook. Okay, please share this. Let's read this a little bit. Please share this article and keep it handy in your toolbox, where any you may find that are openly being negative within our community, and ask them to find the patience to let the time pass forward without interfering with our positive progress. Options or spectators are worthless to the players on the field. We will arrive at our destination much faster if the Kringles learn to be quiet. And I think that's a fair comment. I really do. There are some who just want to sit back and watch their coins grow, and which is fair enough. Those are the quiet Kringlers. And there are some who want to build a community up so it can reach to 1 billion paid members, and we will get there. We will get there. So for those who are the quiet Kringlers, just sit back, hang in there for the ride. We don't mind doing the broadcast, even if it's not a good broadcast, but I'm still doing it, and I'll get better as I'm going along. That was a breakdown from a main blog, from a main article that was in the blog, and it was broken down into 4 parts or 4 segments. It's really, really long, but Bex has gone to the trouble to try and break it down into parts that are understandable, because that blog is very long. We have Monday to Friday, our time, cash flow coaching classes, which is done by Randy Wilson. So if you're interested, just go into tbcrandy.com and all the information will be in there. I recommend it. I've been in it 6 days. Well, since I've been in a bit longer than 6 days, but 6 days, just a fraction over. We started what we call just like an organization chart. Everybody had it, and we record what we did the day before for the next day when you put it up on the tracking system. My first week I made $400, but our tracking system only went to Monday to Thursday. That's United States time. And Friday over here is a Thursday over there. And because we don't have a Friday in our tracking system and a Saturday or a Sunday, I actually made $700 for that week. And it's just running off his coaching classes, how he's organized. Well, you organize yourself. And it's just like an everyday routine. You do whatever you do. Most mornings you do the same thing, wake up. And this is pretty much the same thing. And with this coaching class, all you're doing is, we call the first one is icebreakers. So, if you got 50 odd Facebook friends or 250 or a couple of thousand, break it down into categories and just use them to start with. Send out a few feelers, like 50 or so a day. See what hits you get back. You mightn't be that lucky, and then you do a next day, same thing. You send out another 50. You record what you're sending out as you're doing it day by day, and then you just keep going, because down the end you'll have a column for total sales for the week, and you will see you'll have columns like sending out recruits, hits and all that, leads, total amount in dollars. Each day will tell you how you're progressing, or if you made any progress for that day, and you can just change it, move it around again for the next day you do. You just keep going through your icebreakers, and you will get hits, whether they're good or bad. Hey, you just got to take it. I've taken more hits than probably anybody, and they weren't good ones, but I can say that I've made $700 in a week, US. When I recruited my family first. I've kept my family sort of I help them. I tidy them up. Tell them where they're at. What do they got to pay? How much they got to pay? And they just leave it at that. So the idea is talk to your family. If you want to register them, talk to your immediate family or the whānau wide, and then work on your friends. And they'll have friends who work on their friends, and so on and so on and so on. And like I said, it's like an everyday routine. We all have a routine in our daily lives. It changes day by day, but it's still a routine. And that's how this coaching class by Randy Wilson is done. And I recommend it. Like I said, go to tbcrandy.com, and he's got heaps of information in there. Just click on them, have a read, and if you're interested in joining his class, what he fails to say is it costs you $10 a week, $10 US. Well, just only the other day, people said, "No, that's a lot of money." I said, "Yeah, it's a lot of money, but you're actually getting free coaching, because what Randy Wilson does with that $10 a week is he converts it back into Kringles and puts it back into your wallet. So you're paying $10 for Kringles, and all you got to do now is go to his coaching classes. You haven't just paid for coaching classes. You're paid for the coaching classes plus you're receiving the Kringles. So that's a good deal. I reckon so. And it's worthwhile if you're having problems. Like I said, tackle your family first. Be yourself. Don't go around making out you're a professional, because they'll just tell you to F off. Be yourself. Be honest. The thing is, be honest. And if they know who you are and they know what you like, well, you'll know what to expect. Like I said earlier on, I'm going to move into the Google Hangout, so I'll be able to put the images up on the screen so you can read them along with me. Like I said earlier, I'm sorry I had to read off a piece of paper or my phone. It's not good, but yeah. And down the bottom of my page, I've got comments down there. And, leave all comments, good or bad, and I can only learn and grow from that. So, having said that, thanks for watching, and I'll post another link on my next broadcast. Hopefully, it's a little bit better. Hopefully, growing from this one. Yeah, I'll catch you then. Oh, man.